Well, it's a Sunday afternoon, and I've popped round to a good friend of mine, Rob McCutcheon's place, and it's Rob that was responsible for introducing me to the Syntek Global XFT opportunity. Rob, going really well at the minute.
Yes, 8 months in now, and things are getting exciting. I think we're now at the stage when they draw these graphs, and we're just about to start going up that steep slope.
And I think it took a while, for me to kind of latch onto it. When you started messaging me before Christmas on Facebook, I think there's a message there as well that don't rely on Facebook to promote your business. Because
I think we're all learning as we go. Because I don't think many of us have been involved in MLM before, or we've dabbled, but none of us are self-professed experts. And I think we're learning as we go with this. But it's been quite a good journey, really, because we're doing it at our pace. We're probably not growing as fast as we would probably like or envisage we would have done in 8 months. We were forecasting thousands, whereas it's more going to be low hundreds. But actually, I think that's a better way to build because, like we were discussing earlier, what we want to try and do now is empower the team with skills, training skills, confidence, etc. That they can go and get customers now and start to recruit themselves. So I think we're at a very good stage now. We've got a core of 100 plus people, I think it is, in your team.
Yeah, absolutely.
All in Cornwall, which is great. And I think Team Cornwall is the big thing, mate. It really is.
I think they're certainly leading the way.
Yeah, for a change.
So for anyone watching this at the moment, a lot of the people that watch these videos are either people that's just joined the business or it's people that's looking to join the business. Any kind of tips that you would give them, when you're starting off in multi-level marketing or social marketing, as Richard Horsfield tends to call it? Any tips for those about to embark on this journey?
I think it depends what skill sets you've got at the moment, but I think most people these days have got a smartphone and have got Facebook and Messenger and LinkedIn and these sort of things. So I think the first thing is to learn more about the product from the person that introduced you. Get to know some of the team guys. There's nothing wrong with having small team meetings once a week, even just to feel part of a group. And then really, once you've learnt the product and started using it yourself and have got your own little story, which is always the key, as you know, Shane. Proof's in the pudding. Use it in your own car, and when you see that change, that's just the thing. I think the thing for me, I got to 3 tanks by Christmas. I joined in October. I hadn't approached you at this stage. And I was starting to have my doubts because after 2 months, I'd recruited 4 or 5 people thinking that, or believing, everything I'd heard. But actually, in my own van, I was getting no result. And 2 months, a tank a month, 2 months in, and I'm thinking, am I actually telling people about this? And it doesn't work. And then on the 3rd tank there, we had 58 extra miles, 4th tank 91, and now it's 100 miles extra every tank. It's there. And that really was when you saw me shining with confidence when I said to you, I've just seen it work, have your bottle. And I think that's what it is. I think it's going to be a couple of months before people have got the full faith in the product, that they feel that they can tell everyone.
It's almost like a slow burn in a way, isn't it? XFT with us, because of the nature, the stuff is so highly concentrated that you only put in a small amount.
Exactly.
And, you want to be doing 6 tanks, working it out before you start, so it's no good just putting it in one time and saying, hey, it didn't work for me because... it's not the way it works.
I think, similar with the taxi guys, they saw a result a lot quicker because they burn so much more fuel than we do. I think your average guy, once every fortnight, once a month, fills his tank. Obviously, fleet and businesses who use vans and taxis and things like that, they could be filling their tank every day. So that's another tip maybe there is to, when you're doing your due diligence and testing the product yourself, you'll have 4 bottles or 5 bottles or whatever you've joined and got your starter kit with. Maybe offer one to the local taxi company for free. Just say, guys, would you try this? Give them the 6-tank challenge spreadsheet and say, I'm trialling it. Would you trial it? There's a money-back guarantee. There's a warranty. It can't damage your engine or you get a new engine. So, test it for me. And you never know, you might have your first customer there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
it's exciting times as well, because I've never really been involved with network marketing before. I've always been involved in traditional business. I know that you've had a dabble in network marketing, but I think we've really found something with this product and the network marketing model, don't you?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, we've had meetings. We started in this room, Lawrence, Finn and myself, back in October 2013, which is 8 months ago. We were at this very table. My wife and I were grilling him, is this real? Where's the product? Does it work? Do you get paid?
Yeah.
And that was one of the things I did again. I think the lucky thing now for people joining is that when I started 8 months ago, I was the first in the UK with Lawrence. We had an American website, American testimonials, American case studies. Nobody had been paid at that point, and it was all very, very new and sceptical. We've actually been the guinea pigs and have trod this path for 8 months.
Yeah.
Getting paid, spending our money, talking to the owners of the business, doing the carbon mass balance test with Imerys and Cormac and people like that. So really what we've done is we've trodden the path, broken down the barriers, and now anyone coming in has got a UK brochure, they've got case studies, testimonials. They can speak to any of us and go out. We can actually buy them a coffee or a meal with our card to prove that they got paid and it works.
Yeah.
So there's no scam here. There's no hidden agendas.
No.
We've got a British company now, as I see it, that we're all a shareholder in. And what is it now? 120 of us in Cornwall, like you said.
Yeah.
What employers are there in Cornwall that employ 100 staff? Not many.
That's true. That's
not
a good
many,
point when you put it like that.
So maybe we are the future of employment in Cornwall.
Well, you can see why, though. I mean, the opportunity, and I keep banging on about this, that the opportunity to get involved with this company, the investment to set it up, it's common knowledge that it's around about £500 to buy your starter kit. Your ongoing cost then to run the business, to make good money from, is about £115 a month.
It's crazy.
Which includes our website, which takes all the orders for us anyway.
Yeah, I've had people who've come in, and again, maybe not had a business background, and what's this £100 a month? It's too much. I can't really afford it. I've got a job, but I don't really want to take too many risks, and it's £100 a month. I can tell you, Shane, I was forced to start my first business at the age of 33. I got spondylitis in my spine as a builder. I had 3 kids and a mortgage, and it was change your job. I sold CDs on the market stall. I did all sorts of stuff. I ended up selling mobile phones, and what I decided to do was open a mobile phone business. Yeah. I approached Orange. I got a distribution dealership, and that business ended up. I had 2 shops and a market stall at Par Market. We ran it for 3 years as a limited company, Joe and I, and I think I was up to £56,000 on credit cards to get that business up and established with a shop, a tenancy, 3-year lease, whatever it was, rent on the shop. I had to find somebody to create me a website and do a website. I had to buy all my stock. I had all the dummy phones in the window and the Orange merchandising and all this other stuff. Yeah. I was like a mini Jag, or I thought I was. But no, basically that cost me 50 grand, and I was in debt up to my eyes to get. And it was a struggle. I was on my own. That debt was with me. Yeah. And it was like I had to survive and pay my family, the income to pay our mortgage. Yeah. So all the pressure was on me. When you join something like this for £500, and you've got 100 people all supporting you, it's peanuts.
The camaraderie is fantastic.
You get everything you need, all the tools. You get this. You get the 500 quid's worth of stock. You get the website. You've got the testimonials. You've got us. Who would turn us down?
Who would turn us down?
Exactly. So
we're making it happen.
Exactly. So when you can have co-directors like Shane and Rob and have your own business, what a great way to start. So I think really it's the cheapest way you'll ever get to start your own business.
It is, and I think it's even worthwhile saying that even if you have a traditional business, it's also worth getting involved with this anyway. Because I run the Cornwall channel, as a lot of people know, but this is just too good of opportunity to miss. If it knocks on the door, you've got to at least say come in.
Everybody who runs a business has suppliers, they have customers, they have a network of contacts. Yeah. And you can bet your bottom dollar that some of those contacts, if they're suppliers, are bringing things in vans or parcels, you know, on the train or lorries or whatever it may be. So everybody knows somebody who is using fuel and could save money.
One thing I want to touch on as well is a lot of people watch this where they're stuck in a job. And funny enough, I was out last night down at the Brit. And at the end of the evening, I saw someone...
Funny you would be at the Brit.
Funny that. But bumped into someone I haven't seen for a while. And she's a very career-driven girl. She's worked for, top solicitors and now the council. But she still hasn't got the fulfilment in life.
No.
And, and
9 till 5,
is, 9 to 5, stuck in that kind of...
Probably worried about her pension being cut.
And even the job, I noticed that Microsoft are about to lay off people.
Oh.
So if you've got Microsoft laying off people, and I don't want to get this as a direct quote, but I think it's around about 13,000 people I read.
Yeah.
Now, if you've got companies like that starting to show tremors in the kind of structure, then no job is really safe anymore.
The one thing that I like about MLM and having a product that works and that everybody needs is that I know when I did my research, when I started in business, like I said, 15, 20 years ago, that the Southwest has got the highest population of self-employed people.
Yeah.
There's no industry down here. You know, Imerys used to employ tens of thousands, so did Devonport Dockyard. Now they're skeleton staff.
Yeah.
So every man and his dog in Cornwall is either a window cleaner or a gardener or a builder or a... Everybody's dabbled in business. So this is just an easy step for them. They already know what to do.
Yeah.
And how to run a business. You know, we haven't got to teach anyone. It's just giving them this magic gold and saying, off you go and multiply.
And just to finish, obviously everyone watching these sort of videos are always interested to know what are the earning potentials with this business if I get involved. Are the people that join at the beginning going to make more money than me? And for that reason, it's been a good kind of battle between you and I since you introduced me to the opportunity, and that it is common knowledge, and we've compared notes at the end of the month and said, actually, Shane, you've earned more than me for the last couple of months. This month you out-earned me this month.
I think I've done you again, but it'll be nip and tuck. It'll be nip and tuck. Joined. Not really doing a lot, I suppose, really. I recruited 4 people in the 2 months up till Christmas. I think my first check was $200. My second check was $150, something like that. Yeah. When you came in January, that helped me boost a little bit because you came in with 3 or 4 people in your first month, and I think I went to $400 or $500. Yeah. You then came straight in at 5 to 6 on your first month, and I thought, blimey, he's done me already. Yeah. But now we're up in the thousands now.
Oh, absolutely,
this is one thing I can say, for all the skeptics, I've got a card here, and I'm not saying this was my last month's earnings because it wasn't, but that card's got $7,000 sat on it in credit, which is nice, This
is why we're going down the Brit after this video.
Exactly. Drinks are on me. And, my target is to get to $10,000, which is about £6,000 a month. Yeah. By Christmas. Yeah. And if I can do that by Christmas, then I can give up my building job and I can do this full time. Yeah. And then the sky's the limit. I've already met Josh Swagel, and he's earning, he's got 4 drip stream incomes that total $75,000 a month.
That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
And he's only 21 or 22.
23.
23, yeah.
You was way off.
Yeah, but he's a young lad. And my thing is I've had 15 years experience. I can do better than that. Yeah. So I want to beat Josh Swagel.
Yeah. And it's obviously possible.
Oh, it's definitely possible. Yeah. I think anyone coming in now, if they have the right connections, could beat either of you and me.
Absolutely.
Anyone in this network can out-earn anyone else.
I think that's the biggest thing as well. We'll just bring this interview to a close because people speak to me and say, "Oh, Shane, it's right for you. You know lots of people," and people might say this to you, or "It's right for you, Shane, because you can just talk to anyone," or "It's right for you, Shane, because you can sell things." What is the mindset? What is the skills needed, do you think, to do this business?
I think it's getting your head into that mindset where you say, "This is going to work," and I believe in it. So I believe in it, and I'm going to use it, and then really. You don't need the sales skills. Yes, you need a bit of confidence. You need a bit of self-confidence, but the product will give you that. Yeah. And if you're at the petrol station using this and somebody catches your eye or looks over or says, "What's that?" What's wrong with saying, do you want a bottle? Do you want to do a test? And just literally use the product to sell itself. If you give away, I've never sold any product, and I've built a team of 200 people by giving the stock. As you know, Shane, you were always coming on the scrounge. You know, I was always giving you bottles, but I knew it's an investment in the business.
Yeah.
Because if you do well, I do well. So what I would say is, just have the confidence to give bottles away. Get as many people testing it as you can, and it is a numbers game. For every 9 people that say, oh, well, do you know what, I ain't got the time, one person will say, I know a few people who have this, and that'll be your person. I didn't know you were going to come along.
Yeah.
I didn't know my mate Scott would join. You know, he's joining Reading and he's building a team. You know, I've only ever signed 5 people. I've now got 210 in my team. Yeah. So it proves that you don't have to know everybody in the world.
That's right. Exactly.
That's the beauty of the business.
And I'm the same. You know, and I say this to people when you do start the network marketing business model with Syntek, is that you don't have to recruit every man and his dog. You know, if you recruit 4, even, you know, you can build a very good team.
That is the foundation. The foundation of this business is 4 who get 4, who get 4, who get 4. And if you could do that, you'd have the perfect system, you'd have the perfect income, and it's only a matter of time before you become the top of the tree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a few more months to go until Christmas. You've set your kind of goal, your target. You've declared it as if it's true.
I'm determined. 10 grand.
So the next video I do with you, Rob, will probably be that one.
Yes.
When you get your brand new Audi from Syntek as well. It's out there on the drive.
I want a V8. I think we're going to go for the S. I think we're going to go for an S6. I had one before and I couldn't afford to run it, so I had to sell it. I want one that I can afford to run.
But my kind of message to you, the viewer now, is don't wait until Christmas to see Rob getting in his car or to watch the video update that he's now on $10,000 a month, £6,000. If you're thinking about joining it, do it. If there's that bit inside your mind that's thinking, right, I've seen enough now.
Well,
this isn't going anywhere.
You know this is true, Shane. I've got guys in Ireland. I've got guys in Yorkshire, Markdale, and the 4x14. We've got guys in Reading. Richard Horsfield is very soon going to be in Southampton.
Yeah.
Pauline Giles is in Milton Keynes.
Yeah.
We're starting to get the little fragments now around the country. Yeah. And that is where you'll get new Cornwall teams. You'll have 100 there very soon.
Yeah.
What the beauty is at the moment is the 100 people in Cornwall are above all these people.
Yeah.
So, you know, when we start to create the growth around the country, if you get in now, you're at the top.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so it's the first for Cornwall. Be at the top of a network marketing company that's all over the UK and Europe, but started here.
Absolutely. And then we can be one of the next
10,000
millionaires that's created through this industry. Yeah. Well, Rob, it's absolutely fantastic catch up with you. Thanks for letting me into your wonderful house.
That's all right, mate.
And Joe makes the perfect coffee.
Yeah, we need another drink now. I think time for a drink. We've been talking a lot.
Well, Rob, absolutely fantastic as always.
Cheers,
and let's look forward to the next commission check.
Excellent.
Cheers, guys.